Hello everybody, hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's having a great day. This gorgeous weather outside. It's been very, very nice and warm recently. I'm here a little early, so we'll give everybody time to get in and join the webinar. Hope everybody's starting to think about their holiday decorations. Hopefully you came and saw us this weekend for our open house. It was a great time, so thanks again for joining. We continue to offer these webinars as a free educational series, so glad to have you all here, but do know that they are free, and so we will never charge for these. So if you ever see anything about click here to pay for this webinar, do not do that. These are free webinars, and we continue to offer these throughout the year, and we're going to continue to decorate for the holidays. It's a very exciting time. I absolutely love decorating my home for the holidays and all the different things that I've learned here. You know, working here for almost 17 years now has been a great experience and a great learning experience. Not only have I learned a lot about plants to be your garden guru, but also a lot about decorating tips. I mean, we really do Christmas in a big way, and so I'm really excited to offer all of my different expertise and all my different skills that I've learned throughout the years, and we're going to continue to do that all the way to Christmas. So we've got a lot of exciting webinars coming up. Check them out on our website at mcdonaldgardencenter.com. Just click on the events page and it'll show you all the upcoming webinars. We've got an exciting list coming up, and so I'm really excited about Fridays. Fridays is one of my favorites, how to use Invisilights or micro LED or fairy lights. They're so much fun to use, and I've got lots and lots of different tips and tricks for those. So I'm excited about that. Today we're going to be talking about ornaments, but we've also got a lot of other ones coming up that are going to be really, really fun and really exciting and hopefully educational and hopefully get you inspired to start decorating for the holidays. I know this has been a kind of a crazy year, 2020, but we're going to finish strong, and we're going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to decorate our homes and enjoy the holiday season. So again, thanks for joining. If you want to tell us where you're watching from, we definitely love to know where you're watching from, and appreciate you saying hello. And I'm standing a little bit further back so I can give my demonstration and show you all the different things I'm going to do. But when we get done, I don't expect there to be a lot of questions, but if there are questions, feel free to ask questions throughout the seminar. And when I'm done, I'll come over and make sure that I answer any questions that you all might have. So again, thanks for joining. Hope everybody's doing well. It's been gorgeous weather outside. I know we got a chance of rain here coming pretty soon, but that's okay. The garden needs it. It's been a little bit dry recently, so we'll get a little rain and hunker down indoors and check out what you can do around your home. Start to pull out your Christmas decorations, start to see what it is that you might need for this holiday season. It's a great time to kind of inventory what you got. Check out what you need. Make a list. Come in and see us. We have everything that you might think of. We'll be getting our cut greens in soon, so we'll have our cut trees as well as our cut greens. Hopefully within the next couple weeks, definitely before Thanksgiving. And so very, very excited about that time. It's always nice to kind of bring some of that fresh greenery indoors. So we're very, very excited about that. And just continue to check us out. We've got great deals going on all the way through Christmas season. So you just kind of want to keep in tune and check out everything that we're offering. So I think we're pretty good. I guess we'll go ahead and get started here. Today we're going to be talking about how to get creative with ornaments and how to use ornaments around the home. Ornament collecting is probably one of the most favorite pastimes that we all do during the holiday season. Love to go ornament shopping. We have an amazing selection. We do a lot of themes here. I did my top 5 themes last week, so if you want to check out that webinar. But we do a huge collection of ornaments, and we do a lot of different themes. And so I always tell people, a lot of us around our home probably have that one family tree where it's just a collection of ornaments, and that's great. I have that. I think everybody probably has a collection. And then you might consider doing some themes here and there and adding to your collection over time and doing some themes around your home. And so, definitely, I'll decorate a little small tree so you can kind of see how, I've always wanted a beach theme, or I've always wanted a bird theme, or a cardinal, or snowmen, or whatever it is that you might have a little collection of which you can, take it off your family tree and start a collection on a smaller tree or another larger tree. So you got lots and lots of options there as well. We're going to be talking about a lot of different things today. I'm going to demonstrate how we can use ornaments in wreaths as well as in garlands, and of course we've got lots of applications for those as well. We're going to talk about how to use them in glass containers, how to do a little bit avant-garde and do a little bit something different with them, as well as using them around the home in different ways. But first I kind of want to talk about going back to that ornament collection type of idea. There's lots and lots of choices of ornaments here at the Garden Center, and of course everywhere that you might go, and you've probably picked up ornaments in traveling around the country, and where different places you've gone you might have a little keepsake that you brought back, and that's great. That's what ornaments are, I think, to me. First and foremost is they remind you of something. And so I kind of grabbed a collection of things that either might remind me of something, but also may remind you of something, or relate to somebody in your life, or something that you've done in your life. So of course we've got lots of sports ornaments. These are old world ornaments. Old world ornaments are collectible. They're very cool. There's lots and lots of different styles out there, but we've got some sport related ones. Here's a soccer ball. So that's kind of a fun one. We've got a Virginia Tech Hokie ornament, so that's a really great collectible if you've had somebody that went to Virginia Tech. We've got other college and professional sports teams, so they're always kind of good things to kind of remind you of your favorite team, or the college that you attended, or maybe your son or daughter attended. We've got some animals. We've got dogs and cats. So if you're doing, and this kind of relates back to that theme idea. If you want to do a small tree for your kid that played soccer and has a cat or a dog, then you've got those options, and you've got the ability to kind of do that around the home. But also just collectibles, because maybe you had a calico cat, and this is a calico cat, and so you've got all of those things that can kind of remind you about different things. But you could also do a pet tree, hang some dog treats on it, lots of different types of pet ornaments out there as well. So we've got a lot of fun ones for that. Let's see, I mentioned the birds. Some of us love birds and love cardinals and love this is the state bird. So, if you're in Virginia, this is a great one to kind of hang on a tree or use in different ways around the home. Let's see, talking about the kids' trees, lots of fun kid ornaments. This is a gnome. This is part of our Merry Little Christmas theme. And Merry Little Christmas, Merry Little. So gnomes are little. So this is kind of a fun one for the kids. So you could do a whole theme on kids' ornaments. I've got a baseball. So maybe you had somebody that played baseball. Let's see, I grabbed this one just because this is part of our vintage Christmas theme, and I just grabbed this because it reminded me of my grandparents' tree. They had a bunch of these ornaments. It's got the kind of indentation there, that little starburst. It's a really pretty vintage ornament, and so there's lots of vintage things that maybe bring things back to life for you and say, I remember those days, and the big C7 and C9 bulbs on the tree that were so hot. But these kind of remind me of that tree, and so I love to see things that remind me of my grandparents, and maybe you've got some of those hand-me-down ornaments over the years, and that's great because it brings back those memories. So we'll just kind of keep on going. There's lots of fun ones. I mean, there's animals. I love this little owl. There's lots of owls and birds and different types of foxes and different animals, and they're super, super soft. So they're a lot of fun. We've got a llama. That's a lot of fun. I grabbed this one just because it's fun for the kids. It's kind of that boho Christmas chic. It's part of that theme. But also, you could take this ornament hanger off, and this could be a sit-upon. So this actually can stand on its own. And so you can use ornaments in so many different ways. There's so many possibilities. So that's kind of why I grabbed that one. Same with this little owl, this little, I think that's an owl. You could take the ornament tag off, and you could just sit it on in a wintry scene that you might have on an end table. I did a tablescape webinar about how to create tablescapes. Again, these items work so well into so many different themes and ideas that you might have around your home. Back to the kids' idea, this is a little, from the Merry Little Christmas. It's got a bunch of little gnomes on it, little Santa gnomes. Really, really cool. Let's see, I've also grabbed I'm a big golfer, so I grabbed this little golf ornament. We've got the Masters coming up this weekend, so if you've got a golfer in your family, this is a great option. Let's see, I also grabbed the pickle. I don't know if y'all know the story of the pickle ornament, but this is a great little story. We do this every Christmas in my family, where you take the pickle and you hide it in the tree, and so if you've got multiple kids, so the kid that finds it gets a special extra gift. So every Christmas morning we hide, we'll hide this in the tree. The kids come down Christmas morning, and whoever finds the pickle ornament gets to open an extra gift, and it's just for them. And so that's a lot of fun. And so it's just a tradition that we've started, and that's been going on for years and years and years, and so we absolutely love it. Let's see, I've also grabbed, just different ornaments. This is a really pretty one. I grabbed this one because one of the options that I really find kind of cool and fun is hanging ornaments in different places around your home. So I love to put ornaments on doorknobs, maybe even kitchen cabinets and different ideas like that. So look around your home. This is a really kind of cool one. This is almost could be every day, really. But it's part of our boho Christmas chic theme. But it's really cool, and it's got a nice big loop on the top, so you can slip this over a door handle, and you've got that kind of cool Christmas little look. Let's see, I've also grabbed this one because these are really pretty. This is kind of, reminds me of nature. This is part of our nature's gift theme. It's a string of ornaments. I absolutely love these ornaments. There's so many different choices of all these groups of ornaments that are all kind of clustered together. And so they're a lot of fun. This one I grabbed because hanging in a window with the light coming through, it'd be like a sun catcher, but it adds that kind of Christmas feel because it's got glitter and stuff like that. So there's lots of different ideas. I love that one, hanging in a window, be a sun catcher, but also kind of part of Christmas. So kind of a cool way of using that. Here's another grouping that I found that I really like, these groupings of ornaments. You'll see me use these a lot. These are little white pine cones. So they're a lot of fun. And then one of the first things that I wanted to kind of show was gifts. I think this is so much fun to take a gift. So, we've got a little faux wrapped gift here. And so what you can do is take this gift and wrap an ornament and just tie it to it. And you've got a little extra something to give. It's a lot of fun to do when we're giving bottles of wine or something, especially for those gifts where it's like, I'm not quite sure what to get this person, they have so much. A lot of times we'll do food or wine or different items that are kind of everyday use items, but you can add a little Christmas flair to them with an ornament on the package, whether it's in a box or whether it's hanging from a bag. So really, really simple way of adding a little bit of fun and something that's, again, another keepsake and something that will be in another family's life or in another home for years and years to come. And they'll always look at it and remember that great gift you got them. Or say, hey, this is something, you can always use those soccer balls, those baseballs, or something like that if you're giving a gift to a kid. And so it's just a lot of fun to add ornaments in lots of different ways. And so I always love to do them for gifts. They're real easy and lots of fun. So let's go back to kind of that theme idea. And let's start with this tree. I always had just a single tree growing up, and it just had all of our different ornaments and a huge collection. And it was so much fun every year pulling them out and, remembering where we picked them up or remembering what it reminds us about. However, now that I have my own home and I, worked here for so long, I started to kind of say, I really want to add to my Christmas around my home. And so we've started other trees and other themes and different ideas. And so, we have a small tree like this up in our kids' room. It's got multicolored lights, and we've bought a bunch of, fun ornaments that the kids have collected over the years. And so some of them go on that tree. We have a beach theme. And so that kind of brings me to where I am with this one, which is, we all live, if we live in Virginia, you're probably near the water, and you probably love this area because of your access to the beach and the different waterways. And so a lot of us think about, a coastal kind of Christmas. And while you might not have enough for a tree, you might have enough for a small tree, or you might be starting to collect some. So I can take this little tiny tree. I've got this great ornament with this little sea theme on it. It's got a little seahorse hanging on the inside. I grabbed this little starfish. And so this is going to become a little bit more of a kind of a cooler kind of coral and teal blue colors, really pretty colors. And we've got all of our ornaments themed. So if you want to do a little theme, this is a great opportunity to come in and pick those up. I grabbed this little upside down kind of pine cone coral looking thing, almost looks like a little Christmas tree if you want to put it up this way. So then my brain starts to go and say, ooh, how many different ways can I use this? But I'm going to put it on this tree because it kind of reminds me of coral. And it brings that kind of pink color out. And then every time I buy ornaments, my wife had a lot of natural shell ornaments, and so we use those on our tree, and we have a very natural kind of coastal tree. We also put a lot of collectible ornaments on there as well, so we've kind of got a little bit of a mix there. And we've started other themes as well. We've got a flocked tree, and so we put a lot of, silver balls and white and maybe some blues in there. And so we've got kind of a different look going there as well. So here's another one that's a starfish and shells on, makes a little tree. So here we go. I've got my little collection here, minus the tags. We can take all these little tags off. But I've got this great little tree, and I can put this in a bathroom, I can put it in a guest room, I can put it in a dining room on a table, I can put it in lots of different places, and now I've brought that theme to life just by adding a small tree. And so that's a great opportunity to start collecting different ornaments that mean something to you and start little smaller things in and themes throughout your home for the holidays. So that's a great opportunity. So the next thing I want to show you is wreaths and garlands, of course, are awesome. So let's start with wreaths. Lots and lots of different types of wreaths out there. Lots of different ways to use them. You can theme them. You can do lots of different things. I grabbed this kind of cool one. This is a star. It's kind of a snowy, kind of frosty star. It's actually got lights in it, so I can push this little button, this little try me button, so you can see the lights on it. So I've grabbed this one because there's not a whole lot to it. It's very thin. It's very small. It doesn't have a lot of filler in it. And so what I thought would be cool is let's just take this and show off an ornament. Use it as a picture frame. And so again, here we go. My mind starts kind of operating and say, okay, I could use this in a shadow box. I could put a bunch of ornaments in a shadow box. I could string a string across an old picture frame and hang ornaments at different levels. The mind just starts going and you start to think of all these different ways to use them. But I really thought it'd be cool. Let's see if I can find the ornament I was thinking about using in here. Let's see. Oh, look at that. I missed one. I missed my crab. Got to have a crab on our coastal tree, on our beach theme. So we'll put our crab in there. We all think of crabs, I think, in this area, our Chesapeake Bay blue crab. Let's see. I had a really good idea of using, let's see if I can find it. Maybe it was this one. So again, I love these clusters of ornaments. So you could take this simple wreath and just hang a little ornament right in the middle of it. And it's like a picture frame. So that would look really pretty with those white pine cones. But I love these leaves, and so I just thought that married with it very, very well. So there we go. That's kind of exactly how I would probably do that. Very kind of winter green, very easy, very simple. So that's what I would do, is just attach that. You can put the lights on. It's a battery operated wreath, and there you go. You got these great leaf ornaments. Let's see if I can hold it. There we go, with a backdrop so you can see it. So really cool way of kind of highlighting an ornament is just to show off an ornament right there in the center of a wreath. A very, very simple way of doing it. So kind of fun. But then, like I said, my brain started thinking, and I started saying you could use these in a shadow box, an old picture frame that you might have. Lots and lots of different ways to use ornaments around the home. So let's go on to this next wreath, and I kind of, a simple, basic green wreath. A lot of people have these around our home. This one actually is a battery operated one, so we can turn on the lights. And so what we can do here with this is, I always like to start with, I always kind of go back to when I do a bigger, larger display, a tablescape, a custom container, like something with a lot of plants in it, a combo planter. I always kind of start with something that really speaks to me, or something that I see that I really, really like, which for me, I was walking around and I found this great ornament. It's a kind of a silver, kind of frosted ornament. So it's kind of solid on one side, and it's got this great little Christmas tree shape. Then I found a star one and a snowflake. And I said, here we go. I found the ornament that I want to use in this wreath, and now I can start to build kind of a theme or an idea off of it. So I've got these great ornaments. I've got silver and frost and red. And so there we go. I've got my color scheme. So I found this great bow. We make some amazing custom bows here. And so you can always come in. I'm going to be doing a ribbon webinar where I'll show you how to make a bow and show you how to use ribbon in every type of different way that you might use them around your home. But this is a great option. So, come in and just say, I love that ribbon. I need a bow made, and we can make it for you. Pretty simple, real easy. But I'll be teaching you also through my webinars how to make bows and use ribbon around the home in the future, not today. So this one is great. This one was custom made by one of our amazing people here that make all these really, really nice bows. And so we'll just attach that real quick. So there we go. I've got my bow. Make sure I've got it where I want it. So that's real easy. So now all I can do here is just add these ornaments to really make the ornaments stand out, but also to bring that whole kind of theme together. What I like to do with my wreaths is I like to kind of settle them in. I'm going to be doing a wreath and garland seminar in the future, a webinar in the future, and so I'll talk to you all about how to use them and shape them and all that stuff. This one I already shaped before we did this, so you'll have to tune back later for that. But basically what I like to do is kind of make a little part there so that I can get my ornament in. I want to hang it a little bit higher. And then I like to, on a wreath, especially if I might be using this outside, I like to kind of bend that wreath piece of greenery back around the ribbon that holds the ornament so that it's nice and tight and I know it's not going to go anywhere. So if we get a little windy or the kids are running by and they knock it over, then I know that I'm going to be safe. And everybody makes mistakes. I make mistakes all the time, and I didn't really like where that one was hanging, so we're going to move it up a little bit more. Because I only grabbed 3 of these, so I've got this is the snowflake. So I've got this great little snowflake right here. And there we go. Now it's at the right height. I'll try and hide these tags a little bit. I don't want to take all my tags off. Now I've got a star. So this one's got a star in the opening. So we'll put this one down at the bottom. We're going to be kind of symmetrical here. Let me grab a little piece of greenery on the back. So we'll do this so we can kind of get it to sit nice in the center. It's real easy. Again, you can kind of play with this. It's very, very simple. And there we go. We've got that ornament in place. We've got that one in place. And then the last one over here. And this is my little tree. So now I've got snowflakes, stars, and trees, but all in a very similar ornament. And there we go. Just by using some ornaments, I've created this great little theme with this really pretty ornament that kind of caught my eye, and I said, I want that ornament, I want to use that one. And so then I just built right off of it. Now I could add some red berries to this with some picks. I could add some pine cones if I wanted to make it a little more natural. I could add just some silver balls just to kind of complete the set. But this is a great way of using ornaments on wreaths in and around the home. I mean, I have wreaths on a lot of walls around my home, but definitely on the front door, that's what we think of, and lots of different options to use wreaths and garlands around the home, but this would be a great way of showing off a small collection of ornaments. So another simple way. Put that off to the side. Let's see, so I also grabbed this wreath here, just because it's a flocked wreath, and I know a lot of us love our flocked. It reminds us of the snow. We don't get a ton of snow in this area. But I grabbed this little flocked wreath. Let me see if I can put some of these ornaments back just to kind of get them in my way so I don't break them. Let me use that one. All right. So I've got this flocked wreath. It's a really pretty flocked wreath. It's got a lot of natural colors to it, but flocking really allows you to kind of go a different direction with ornaments, which is what I'm going to use. And so I grabbed that one because I found this as I was walking around this morning. I really thought this was cool. You know, for a no-brainer, for an easy solution to decorating your tree, here's a boxed ornament assortment. And so I don't know if you can see this with the glare, but it's got white, it's got some navy blue, it's got some gold, it's got silver, it's got almost this lighter blue tone in it. So this is really cool because it's got a lot of different shapes and sizes and lots of different colors, but it's all a great theme. It's all themed out for you. So it's super, super easy to do. I think there's 60 ornaments in here. So yeah, there's 60 ornaments in here. Really, really great way of doing this. And so let me see if I can open this up and use a couple of these to kind of highlight, again, that kind of different look. And I'm going to use them again later too, because I got lots of ideas for these. Now these are shatterproof, so they're plastic, but they look real. And so I love these plastic balls because they're so easy to use, and if you mess up, they're not going to break and shatter all over the place. So they're real easy to use. I did one the other day here. You can see where I used these shatterproof ornaments in a bowl. I'm going to talk about how to use them in glass here in a second. But they're awesome. Shatterproof ornaments are super, super easy to use. And so what I'm going to do is just real quickly kind of show how flocked wreaths and garlands really show off some different color schemes. And so I'm just going to take these and kind of, for now, kind of fake it a little bit. And hopefully this all holds together for me. But I'm just grabbing them at random. We'll use some gold in here too. Let's see, we got another blue one. Use this navy blue. Get some white, and I'm kind of checking everything that I've done here to kind of go around and say, okay, let's see if I need to add another color or, you know, keep my color scheme kind of somewhat going. Let's see, next was gold again, maybe. So put a little gold in there. And this is super, super simple. I mean, this is not, I'm not gonna, you know, spend a lot of time on figuring this out and thinking through it, but I'm just gonna keep it real simple. Let's see if this kind of stays together for you without falling apart. So there we go. We've added a lot of ornaments, a lot of texture, a lot of color. I got this great theme. What's also great about wreaths, and I'm going to talk about this when I do my wreaths and garlands class, but you can use these as centerpieces and tables. You can put a pot in here and have a plant in it with the same kind of ornaments on it. And so that's another great way of using ornaments, is using them on an actual live plant. So like Norfolk Island pines are super, super popular during the holidays. It's a great way of coming in and you've got something that's going to be living with you for a long time. But this gives off that great kind of, you know, different color scheme that you don't see a lot. And I just really, really like, you know, anything that's different that fits into a different kind of decor piece around your home. So there we go. I don't know if you can see that real well, but it's got some golds and blues and silvers and whites, and it's super, super simple. I would tie those in real nice and tight with a little bit of wire so that all I have to do is just pull this out next year. Each year I can pull this out and I've got a great decorated wreath, and then I can change it in the future if I want to. So a really, really simple way of using the wreaths to show off ornaments, and I just absolutely love the Shatterproof Ornaments because they're super, super simple and easy to use, and you probably have a bunch around your home that you've purchased in the past and said, I'm not quite sure why I bought these, but now hopefully you've got some different ideas on ways to use them. All right, so let's see what's next on my list of things that I want to do. Okay, so let's go a little bit different here, and let's do something kind of fun and different. So I think we all have lots of glass containers. Let's talk about glass. Glass is a great way to show off ornaments, whether it's a theme or collection of ornaments. So here's a great one. This one's, we just put a little bit of snow down on the bottom, and then I love this kind of minty green color. And so these are nice big balls. We've got different shapes and some that are frosted that have this really pretty frost on the top. And so just again, a simple way of kind of showing off those ornaments. Maybe you've got a little collection that you found that you're like, oh, this is a great little theme, a great little look, and it fits my decor, but I don't want a tree, I don't want a wreath, I don't want a garland, I don't need a tablescape, I just need something simple and easy. Here's a great option. I did this the other day for my tablescape. I just added some lights to it. These are really nice, inexpensive lights on this little transparent wire, so they're real simple. You just add those in there. It's on a timer, so you can set it and forget it. You don't have to worry about it. And then I just put all these little balls in there. Really, really simple. Again, just nice, simple, easy ways to decorate around your home with ornaments. But then I wanted to kind of get out there and kind of do something a little bit more fun, a little bit different. So I always see this and I think it's really, really cool. And I've never really done it. And so I was like, I want to do this and see how it turns out. So you're going to be working with me and see how this turns out. But I've always seen these branches. It's just like a single branch that comes out and an ornament hangs off of it. Now you can do that in a wine bottle. You can take a wine bottle and, you know, paint it and maybe add some glitter to it, like gold, lots of different things, silver, different ideas. But I found this glass cylinder. It's super, super simple, real easy to use. And then I got this little white twig, and I grabbed, we have lots and lots of different picks. I use them all the time. I'm going to use them here in a minute again. But this is a really pretty one. It's actually white with glitter, and then it's got a little bit of brown tones to it. So it brings in that kind of that natural, that nature look to it as well, which is really fun when you can add nature and glitter together. So I really like this pick. And then what I went and did is, I'm going to be talking about these on Friday in my webinar about Invisilights, but I added some Invisilights to it. So I hope you can see that go on and off. So there we go. I just turned it on. I got it on my timer. So let's see, make sure it's on. Yep, timer setting. So done there. So I'm going to just take that battery pack. And these should last for about maybe 30 days on a battery. And then I just wrapped it up. I just put it around a couple branches. This is 20 lights, which is plenty. We've got them in 60s. We got them in lots and lots of different sizes and arrangements, whether they plug or battery, but I absolutely love them. I'm gonna talk about these in my next webinar, but Invisilights are awesome. So I just wrapped those on there just to add a little bit of shine, draw a little attention to it. And then I'm just gonna settle this down in there. Make sure I get my wires kind of down there and hidden away. And then I thought, again, to kind of bring that nature out, I just grabbed some chunky kind of bark here that we can kind of drop in. And I'm hoping that it makes it kind of nice and stable too. So it can kind of sit in the center. And so we're just going to take that and kind of push it down. And I'm also kind of using it to slightly hide my battery box. So I don't really want that to be seen. That wasn't the intention. I really wanted to look kind of natural and like it was done on purpose. And so I'm going to just kind of drop some more down in here. So it almost looks like it's a tree branch planted somewhat, but really it's just this really, lifelike looking frost. Now you could take a branch and you could use some white paint and paint it really, really easily. You could add some glitter to it, nice and simple. So there we go. We've got this great twig just kind of hanging out in this glass container. Again, lots of different containers that you could use this in, but I really, really like this. So then again, I went around searching for ornaments, and I found this one that I really, really like. And so this is a star, just a simple star. It's got lots of little star snowflakes, confetti kind of inside, so it's a lot of fun, but it's also got this natural element of these beads on top that are really nice. So I've got that brown wood, so again, kind of the same way I would do a tablescape. Anytime I'm kind of always looking for subtle colors and things that kind of match together and kind of bring it all together. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take this and I've kind of shaped it over to the side because I want it to kind of hang off to the side. And then I'm going to just find a nice long branch here, my main stem that's coming up. We're just going to hang it from that. And then I might kind of twirl it around there just to bring it back. And there we go. So then I can take this and I can use it, so you can see that. And I can just put that on a table, on a tablescape, anywhere around my home. It's really kind of fun just to do this. And super, super simple. And it really highlights that ornament. It just looks different. It's a little bit more modern. It's a little bit more unique looking, but it's a great way to show off a single ornament. And I have lots and lots of examples of how to just show off a single ornament. But that's a great way of doing it. You could do lots of different things with this. You could use a cut branch, like I said, from outside and just spray paint it white, throw some glitter on it. You can do lots and lots of different things. But this is a great option to kind of highlight one ornament. So that's a lot of fun. We can do that real easily around the home. So we'll kind of put that off over here to the side and let that kind of hang out so we can see that. All right, so what's next? Let's see. I've got lots and lots of different things. Let me just show you. I just grabbed a bunch of stuff because I get super, super excited and my brain starts to go kind of crazy. And so I grabbed this just to show kind of if you add a lot of ornaments, if you do a lot of different things to a wreath or garland. This one was already decorated. So I wanted to show this one just so you can see how adding ornaments to it really can bring a lot of shine and a lot of different looks to a wreath. So there we go. I've got these bells on the inside, these grates. So this kind of gives you kind of that farmhouse look, but also very fresh. It's got eucalyptus, it's got some berries, but then those red ornaments really pop. So I grabbed this just because I wanted you to see that how much just a couple ornaments in a wreath really brings it to life and really brings a lot of shine out. So lots and lots of fun. So I just grabbed that one just to show you. Somebody made this, it looks awesome. Put that off to the side. All right, so let's go. Oh, I forgot this one. I wanted to show you this one. This is a great one. I love this ornament. So this is, when I was talking about the gifts, I meant to talk about this. But this is an ornament that has mittens in it. So we've got some that have socks in it, or mittens, or little hats. Great one for the kids. Another great gift item. What's cool about this one is when you open it up, you can take your mittens out, and then you can fill this back up with something like sand and some seashells if you want to make it coastal. You could add some sea glass to it. Lots and lots of different things. You know, a kid could put a toy in there that reminds them of something like a small figure, an action figure. Lots and lots of choices of ways to reuse this ornament. But I love the fact that it's a gift, it's an ornament, it can be repurposed, and you get a nice pair of mittens out of it as well. So we can actually put an ornament in the bag and then put an ornament on the outside. So we got lots and lots of ideas here. All right. going back to the ornaments as kind of keepsakes and to remind us of different events in our lives. Heirloom ornaments are a collection of ornaments that we've had hand painted for us that are unique. We're the only ones that have them, and they just highlight different historical areas in Virginia Beach, in Hampton Roads, all across the area. So we've got lots and lots of these collectible ornaments that are only sold here at McDonald Garden Center. So they're really, really cool and unique. And so I grabbed that. I gravitated to that because I said I've got a lot of these that I've collected over the years. They go on a special tree. But also, my father-in-law and my mother-in-law do a really cool thing where they bought an ornament from us back in the day. It was the Christmas at Kickotan ornament. Really cool ornament. It talks about the celebration of the first Christmas with the Native Americans that we did as the settlers when we first landed here. But we also have lots of other collectible ornaments now. And so I grabbed the Cavalier because I know that means a lot to a lot of people in Virginia Beach. The Cavalier Hotel is a historical site, and then we've got the palm trees on the back, so I don't know if you can quite see that. But really what I wanted to show you is there's ornament stands too. And so what I love about this is we can just slip this on to this ornament stand, and you can highlight a single ornament. And you could keep this out year round. I mean, this is a super easy, simple way of highlighting a single ornament that really means a lot to you. These are highly collectible because they're only made once, and then we're done with it. I also grabbed the Fairy Plantation because that one's a globe size. But this is the Fairy Plantation. So this is the Fairy Plantation house from 1830. And then it's got the fairy on the back. So it's a really cool historical ornament again. And that could slip on the other side. So here we go. We've got this great way of showing off these ornaments on a tabletop. Super, super simple. Heirloom ornaments are highly collectible, and they're exclusively made for us at McDonald Garden Center. Really cool story. I won't go into the whole story of all the different ones that we have, but you should come in and check those out if you have a chance. So we've got the Fairy House, and then we've also got the Cavalier Hotel. But there's even more to collect, and this is a great way of showing them off around the home, is just to have them on an ornament stand. Super, super simple, easy way of doing ornaments. Again, let's see, let's do this one next. This will be fun. So I'm going to be doing a webinar on this as well. Now this is artificial. This is lifelike. These are our lifelike picks. So I've got this pine cone and pine pick, and then I've got the cedar pick. But I absolutely love doing these, using nature and natural things around the home that you could do these with. It's super, super simple. You take a clay pot or any kind of pot, especially if it's got soil in it, like maybe you had a mum growing in it or something that has gone, but you still got the root system and you're not going to use it, or maybe you are going to use it in the spring, but this is okay to still do it, or maybe your annuals, your begonias have gone away and you want to add something. I love putting a bunch of stuffed greens in a pot. Super, super simple way. I mean, just like that would be very, very easy and done. Cedar, cypress, pine, juniper, holly, nandina. I'm going to talk about all that when I do my webinar, but this is a lot of fun. And so I kind of faked it here just to again show you that these shatterproof ornaments are absolutely awesome for things like this. Now I'm not going to do the whole thing, but I just wanted to show you how just adding a little bit of different texture, and these are perfectly fine to use outside. So we could take these white balls, I could do this in red, silvers, I could do it in a lot of different things, and you can use these just all around this to just bring out some color and a different texture. I absolutely love doing these. I'm going to have so much fun doing that webinar in the future because there's so many different techniques and ways of showing you how to do that in different things. I could also take, I'm not going to do the whole thing, but I could take a red cardinal and just put them on top of one of these branches and perch them up on top of one of these branches here. So again, bringing that kind of nature and that natural look to it, be super, super simple. And so there we go, a fun way of adding a little nature to our front doorstep. You can also do this by the fireplace, inside, anywhere in smaller pots. Adding a little sprig of greenery, especially fresh greenery, brings that scent indoors that we all know so well for the Christmas season. So this is a great option. Just wanted to show you that because it's a really fun thing to do and to kind of get you inspired to come back and watch that webinar when I do one on, creating these greenery pots. They're awesome. They're so much fun. I'm gonna have a lot of fun doing that one. All right, let's see. What else do I have? Oh, I've got lanterns. So lanterns are awesome. I absolutely love lanterns. I have a bunch of them all over the home. I grabbed a couple different styles here. This one I grabbed because it's got this really cool kind of frosted scene on it. I know you probably can't see it very well, but it's got deer and stars and a couple other different things. And so it's a really cool kind of natural look. It's got a little Christmas tree, a snowflake, a deer, and some stars. So it's a really cool frosted container. I grabbed my Simplex candle, which I absolutely love these. If you haven't checked these out, you got to come check them out. I don't know if you can quite see that. You can't quite, can you? But they have the most realistic looking frame. They're made out of real wax. They are awesome in lanterns, in tablescapes. I did one in my tablescape webinar. I love them on mantles. Everywhere around the home, they are absolutely amazing. But I really like them because you can get a remote control with them, and so you can turn them on and off. You can put a timer setting on them. Super, super simple. But they look like the real thing. They're made out of real wax. They look like they're actually burning. And so I don't know if you can quite see that. There we go. You can kind of see it in there. And it's got this natural moving flame. So I'll stop talking about the Simplex candles. We'll talk about those in the future as well. But you got to come in and check them out. They're awesome. So in this lantern here, I can take ornaments and again kind of fill it around. So I grabbed this really pretty natural green one. Love this. It's kind of, again, that minty green. It's from our Nature's Gift theme. Really pretty. It's actually a pine cone with, again, that natural wood accent to the top. Now, I might actually take these off the hanger when putting them in here, but just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to just drop them around the candle. I could add a fresh sprig of, fresh greenery. I could add some red berries. You could do this in so many different colors and themes and ideas. But I'm just going to drop them in there around the candle nice and gently because these are glass. And then we'll just kind of tweak them a little bit and arrange them. So you can kind of see now that really kind of pulls the whole thing together. And it's got that great natural color. It's a pine cone shape. So it really just works out very, very well. You can just arrange those around there. And there we go. I've got this great lantern that I can use around my home. It's got really pretty ornaments in it. It's got a candle. And so another way of using ornaments around the home. So we'll hang this up here. If you can quite see that in there. Perfect. And then there's other lanterns. Of course, there's lots of different styles. You could put Invisalights in there. You could put red ornaments. You could put twigs in there. You got lots and lots of different options with lanterns, but I love using ornaments in them. I also brought this because, a lot of us might have a light fixture at our front door or somewhere around our home that is kind of shaped like a lantern or something similar to that you can always hang an ornament from. Taking this and opening this up and hanging an ornament inside just by itself, or hanging one down from below. And that brings me to my next thought. And I wish I had a chandelier that I could bring in here, but I'm going to try and fake it and kind of just give you the idea. I'm not going to actually do it. But chandeliers are a great place to hang ornaments. So you can take ornaments and put a nice piece of ribbon on it. You can cluster them all together so you can get a bunch of ornaments together, put them all in nice pieces of ribbon, and you've got a great way of kind of showing off all of those different ornaments in a big grouping. You can hang them from different areas around a chandelier, but I also love just taking a little light garland like this. So this is a really light eucalyptus kind of frosted garland, really pretty, very simple, and I can wrap this around a chandelier, around a light fixture, so we could just wrap that right around there, and then we can add some simple ornaments to it. So we just wrap this around, put that around our chandelier. We could have that hanging up, and then we can just drop down some of those simple ornaments. I think, something like those snowflakes would be awesome, just hanging from that garland. Really, really love these. I didn't show these off yet. This is that mercury glass. So mercury glass ornaments are really cool. That's kind of that cluster idea. So that's kind of what I was talking about, is you can tie a bunch of ribbon to a single grouping of ornaments. They can all be the same. They can all be different. They can all be a theme. And you can make it bigger and bigger if you want to. But that's a really cool way of doing it. And so hanging them from light fixtures, hanging them around the home, as I've kind of mentioned, that's a lot of really kind of cool, fun ways of doing that. Let's see. Before I do my garland, because I'm going to kind of clear my space and do my garland to kind of show you how you can use that on lots of different areas of your home, I got one more thing that I kind of want to show you, and it's kind of a big piece, so I hope this works out. But we have some amazing grapevine deer this year. So yep, that's a big one. He's got his little feet on because I just grabbed him brand new, so we can take this wrapping off to kind of stop the protection of his feet here. Easier said than done. Yep, that one's taped on there really well. Let's see if I can get that off. Now, that's probably not going to work out for me, is it? They really got that taped on there. Get my knife out. Get his feet off, just so you can see it. Not that it's real important for this, but it's good that they went this far to protect it. I'm glad they did that. But I absolutely love grapevine deer. Natural, brings me, makes me think of the winter lodge kind of setting, bringing the outside inside. So we'll take these off so we can really see the deer here and show you different ways of using it. So I've got some great grapevine deer this year. It's a big one. So this would be great outside on the front doorstep. Lots and lots of different uses. I could wrap lights on it. I can do lots of different things. And that's why I love them, is because they're super, super versatile and you can use them in lots of different ways. So this is a really fun piece to kind of decorate, but a lot of us might have something like this. We might have an outdoor figurine. We might have a piece like this that we've had in our home. Maybe it's a wicker basket. That's what starts to brew in my head. But this is a really nice grapevine deer. We have them standing, we have them laying down, we have them feeding, lots and lots of different options. So what I thought would be fun is he needs a bow for sure. So we can put a bow on this, but then we can use an ornament. So let me grab this buffalo plaid ornament. Love this. So I'm going to take this ornament and just wrap it right into my wiring on the back of this bow. So we're just going to take that wire, put it through there, and now I've got an ornament to attach along with, so let's get it right on his neck here. So it kind of brings a little bit of, again, just different texture, different idea, different things that we're just trying to do just to kind of be creative and have some fun during the holiday season. And so I just thought of this and just said, what a great way to use single ornaments, just to use one ornament in lots of different arrangements and different things. So, again, hanging them from a chandelier or any of those things. But also, if you've got something like this, then now we've got this great look that we've added to a very simple, awesome grapevine deer. Just by itself would be amazing. But now I've got this bow, and then I've got the ornament hanging, which adds, again, just a different texture, different look, gives you a different vibe, gives you a different feeling. This could be lots of different things. It could be the white acorns or pine cones. And then if you really want to get kind of crazy and fun, let me grab this. Maybe a little bird has come to perch on his antler. So we can have lots of fun with this too. And so we can put a little bird on there as well if we want to. Maybe I wouldn't do that, but just to kind of show you again, just to have some fun and do different things and think outside the box and do different fun things around your home for the holidays. So he would probably really be sitting up here. Let's see if I can get him on. Yep. There we go. So there we go. So again, lots of fun things you can do. I just thought of that and I saw these grapevine deer. They're absolutely amazing. And I said a lot of people have these things around their home, and it's a great way to show off a single ornament or do something fun like that with a clip-on ornament. So let me get my deer out of the way. All right, so last but not least is, of course, using, I think this is my last thing. Oh, I got one more thing. I just grabbed this because, again, I love that mercury glass, and this is a monster ornament. It's a huge ornament. And so I always love the baubles and the balls and the different colors and different things that you can do with these ornaments. I love these mercury glass ones, but then I saw this big one and I said, these are great filler for trees. So if you've got a big tree, maybe it's a 7.5, 9 foot tree in your home, and you've got a hole in it, or you've got an area that you really want to kind of get some reflective ability inside of your tree, this is a great option to put some bigger ornaments deeper into the tree, helps kind of fill some of those voids and those holes, but also adds a lot of texture, really gets the eye to work in and out of the tree by putting some depth in your trees, and bigger ornaments really do a great job of that. When decorating a tree, I like to use lots and lots of different things, ribbon, picks, lifelike picks, lots of different options there as well. But that's a great option, is using some bigger ornaments. All right, so let me kind of clear my space here so I've got some room to work. I don't want to break anything. I got lots of glass ornaments around me. My collectible ornaments away so I don't break those. All right. So I've got this garland here. It's a pre-lit garland. Now, garlands can be used in so many different places around the home. You can use them on mantels. You can use them on banisters, on staircases. You could use them in so many different places, tablescapes, around the front door, around any door. There's so many uses of garlands, but I really wanted to show, if I were going to be doing like a mantelpiece, I love adding some ornaments, because not only does it add a different texture, but it also adds a lot of color, and it hangs. And so your mantle, your fireplace mantle, or even on a banister and a staircase, lots and lots of different uses, you might have the ability to kind of drape some things. And so while I don't know that I'll 100% be able to show that because I don't have a mantle here, but I'll be able to show you something similar. And so what I wanted to do was also kind of go a little bit different, a little bit outside of the box. And so I grabbed this collection of these really cool kind of blue ornaments. I know I used blue earlier, but I really wanted to be able to marry those with my boxed ornaments. So if I need to use some different boxed ornaments, I can. But I've got lots of different cool ones here. So this is kind of a denim blue. It looks kind of like it's got a little acorn pattern. It's got some frosting on it. So I'm going to take that and just wrap that in there. And again, because they are ornaments, they can hang and drape. And so you got lots of ability there to do lots of different things. Here's another kind of bluish colored one with some silver swirl patterns on it. Really pretty and different. So we'll wrap that in there. I'm hoping that I can hold this up and show you kind of how it can drape and show you some different texture and color. I grabbed this one. It's a white one. It's got all these little it's almost like a fabric on it, but it's really cool because it's got these like rose patterns in it, so kind of different looking. I know you can't quite see it on the screen, but it's a really pretty kind of white ornament. Just to kind of, again, contrast is great, but also bringing all those colors together. Everything's got some silver, blue, or white in it, and that's kind of the theme I'm going for there. Let's see, I've got this other really cool blue one. It's lots of glitter, lots of different colors on it. And then last but not least, I've got this one with these vertical stripes of silver glitter. So we'll kind of wrap those in there. And then I can keep on going. I've got more of them. So then I would probably just repeat the pattern. So we'll just repeat the pattern here. Next was white. I think we can stop there because I don't want to go too far. I won't be able to show you everything. We'll put one more down here just to put one here to make it nice and even. You can kind of see it on the screen there, how it's showing up. Looks good. Now, of course, there's lots of other things that we could add. But I grabbed this pick just because I thought it was really pretty. Again, it's kind of blue. It's got berries. Almost looks like, let's see if it's got a name on it just so I don't butcher it. It's just berry cluster. But it kind of looks like almost blueberries, but kind of trying to think of the plant that reminds me of. I can't really quite think of what that might be, but that's really pretty. Maybe viburnum berries. Really kind of cool. So I'm going to add that in there. Real simple to add picks to garland just because it's got this long shoot and I can use that to really kind of get it dug in there. And as I've always mentioned, picks are flexible and able to be able to use and work into different areas. We can tie that in the back here. And we'll take this one and go this way. Now you might go this way or this way, depending on your mantle and depending on how you're setting it up. It's okay. You can do it however you like, whatever makes it look good to you. I was just really doing it to add some color and some different texture in it. Get that kind of wrapped in there. All right, now let's see if I can do this, if I can pick this up and kind of show you how great ornaments look on the mantelpiece when they're hanging. So there we go, look at that. All right, so it did kind of work. All right, so if we put this on our mantle, you can see just at the texture and the color that adds, and it just shows up so well. I mean, maybe I would tie those white ones up a little bit more so they're a little bit more in the greenery so you can see them, but really pretty, an easy way of doing your mantle. Again, a banister, a tablescape. Ornaments can be used in so many different ways, and so I just absolutely love using them in lots of different ways around my home. Like I said, door handles are great, windows are awesome, a single ornament highlighted around your home on a bare branch or an ornament stand, in lanterns. You know, think about themes, beach themes, sports, kids ideas, shadow boxes, a table setting. I mean, even, you know, a dining room table, put an ornament on each person's plate. You can even attach a name card to it if you wanted to. So lots and lots of different things. Use them as gifts, tie them together in bunches. I mean, the list goes on and on. Hang them from chandeliers, hang them from lanterns, hang them from lights around your home. Awesome, awesome thing. Use them in live plants. So if you've got lots of plants, if you shop with us, I hope you have some plants, especially our indoor plants. Norfolk Island pines. Put some in your poinsettias. I mean, lots and lots of different options. Use them outside. Use them in wreaths and garlands, of course. So the list goes on and on. I had a lot of fun using ornaments, so I hope you can come in and check out our collection here at McDonald Garden Center. We've got a huge, extensive collection. We're here to help. We're in a very merry mood. We're very excited that the holiday season is here. So we hope you can come in and check us out. I'm going to come over and answer any questions if you've got any, but I hope you enjoy this. I hope you learned some different ways of using ornaments around the home. Have a great day if you're taking off. Enjoyed it. And we'll be back Friday to talk about Invisalights and all the different things that you can do with those. They are so much fun to use around the home, inside and out. I've got lots of ideas, and I'll show them to you on the next webinar. Have a great day, everybody. If you're taking off, I'm going to come over and see if there's any questions. If not, you all have a great day. All right, so let's see if we got any questions. At least be able to say hi to everybody. So Ebony, we appreciate you guys. Great. I'm so glad. Jocelyn said I'm excited. Mary from Chesapeake, hello. And Michelle said yes, very dry. Yep, we're going to get some of that rain, which is going to be great. It's going to be a lot of rain, so be prepared for that. We've got Ruth from Raleigh, North Carolina. I lived in Chesapeake until 2 years ago. I do visit your garden center when I'm in town. Awesome. Thank you, Ruth. Deborah, hello. Karen from Maryland. Hey, Karen. And then Catherine says, good morning from Warrenton, Virginia. Nice. Thanks for joining. And Jill says, it's hard to make a choice of those ornaments. I have a few, and I love putting them on each year. I know, it is. And then Erica said, hello from Ohio. Great, Erica. Great to have you. And Diana, hello as well. So we had a great group here. I hope you all enjoyed this. Lots and lots of different ideas to use ornaments. So I hope you got something out of this. I hope you have some inspiration to go and decorate your home for the holidays. I had a great day with you. We'll be back on Friday and talk about one of my favorite topics, which are Invisalights and micro LED lights. So that'll be really, really fun. So have a great day, everybody. Take it easy, and we'll see you Friday, hopefully.